my Libra babes. I'm telling y'all, as I sit here and I'm folding clothes and stuff like that, not really talking, baby, this cough isn't doing anything. Not bothering me. Not bothering me too much. But the moment I start yip yapping my mouth, baby, it's like every fucking 5 seconds. It's like cough, cough, cough. The cough, 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 cough. It's like, baby, we really feeling not, we not finna do that. Not today. Not today. I have literally been sick for I want to say almost a week. Your girl, see, your girl has even called out for a week. I never called out of work for a whole week due to a cold. But sometimes when God says, stay there, sit down, you stay there and you sit down. So I just want to say, it's a massive shift that is happening in the collective. Big, massive shift. I know some of y'all can feel it. I've been feeling it. A lot of other people's been feeling it. And for those of y'all who, got some great things coming towards their way, your girl, your fellow Libra here is proud of y'all and keep doing the work, keep grinding. And for those of y'all who still, going through the motions, listen, don't rush your healing. One, um, don't allow people to rush your healing. Two, don't allow people to make you believe or do things that's not of your own. Three, if a situation is making you feel uncomfortable, it is in your best interest for you to remove yourself first and foremost. So don't allow people to try to make you feel like you have to stick to a situation or else, right? You are your own individual. You are creative. You are unique. You are abundant. You are love. You are shine. You are divine. You are holy. You are all things possible. You are the omega, the alpha and the omega of your life. You are the creator of everything that you desire. And just like, and I don't want y'all to get to the point where y'all gonna, because the more y'all grow and the more y'all sin, y'all are gonna have people that's gonna be opposition to y'all, that's gonna be opposing y'all. And y'all can't allow those people to get y'all down. And I don't care if it's friends, I don't care if it's family, I don't care if it's a love interest, it's co-workers or anything. People will always talk shit about you. And I've worked with people that was like that. I've worked with people, let me tell you something. I don't know what it is with Libras in general, but like I said, me per se, and if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all can, talk about it in the comment or whatever. But me per se, I've always worked with people that always winded up talking shit about me. And it wasn't because I've done something. It was just out of pure jealousy. I've always, cause you want to know what it is. I'm not your regular type of female. I'm not. I'm very tomboyish. Um, you know, where, most females now wear makeups and wigs and, they get their nails and stuff done. And, they're wearing dresses and, heels and stuff like that. I'm like, baby, give me my sweatpants, my Uggs, or my sweatpants, my sweatsuit, my Uggs, my sweatsuit, and my Vans. And let me be gone. And that was a problem that I, excuse me, that was a problem that I had. I've had that problem at so many jobs where it was people don't like me because I'm not the average. I'm not the norm. Guys like me, but why do they like you? You don't wear heels. You don't wear makeup. You don't. You're not really girly. And it's like, well, look at me and look at you. It's like you gotta put on a show, and I don't. You know, you gotta exaggerate yourself, and I don't. And that's not coming at people that wear like makeup and stuff like that on a regular. That's for people that wear it just to get attention from other people. It's like, oh, if I go and I put this type of eyeshadow on, maybe Brian will notice me and Brian will talk to me. Bitch, if you don't go and sit your ass in the corner and talk to yourself, you want Brian to notice you so bad that he still don't see it. You are invisible as hell to Brian. You look desperate to Brian. You look like an easy target to Brian. You look like somebody that if he dick down one good time, you gonna be chasing him the rest of your damn life type of person. That's what you're giving. And me, I've always been unorthodox. I've always been the tomboy. We crack your mama jokes and stuff like that. Pretty aggressive. I've been told I'm intimidating. But for the most part, they love it. Guys, for some weird reason, they love it. But it's not about me. I just want to say that y'all may have oppositions coming towards y'all, and it could be in the workplace, it could be at school, it could be any damn where. To quite frankly be honest. I've dealt with it, um, and it's funny when you're just doing your own thing, right? You're at work, you're at school, you're doing your own thing, and then you have those people who's like natural born haters, right? And I remember when I used to walk into a room filled with people that was talking shit about me, and their whole conversation would just stop. Or they would see me, and then I remember walking in places with people that see me every day and then act like they never seen me in weeks. Like, oh, how, wow, I haven't seen you in so long. It's like, bitch, I work 5, 6 times, sometimes 6 days a week. We work the same fucking shift sometimes. I'm always here. But that's the shady part of it. That's the shady part of it. So you just gotta, I'm telling you, when you get that person, you got two things. You can either play along or cuss their ass the fuck out. And if they doing it in front of people, oh baby, you lay their ass on that line and you stick that spear in their ass. And that's going to show them. That's going to show other people that they fake as fuck. But it's going, and it's like sometimes some people need that because, listen, if you got to do things in a group, you're not strong as an individual. And that's just something that I've learned. If you got to do things consistently in the group, you're not strong as an individual. If you got to group up with people to form a coalition, to form some type of to form some type of we don't like Maddie group, it's like, where's your balls, baby? But like I said, it's 2022 is right here. So many of us have received a lot of blessings. Some of us, like I said, we still getting through the kinks. Some of us are still fixing and fine tuning some things. which is perfectly fine. Like I said, don't let anybody rush you. When you're ready, you're ready. And that's just that. But don't let anybody rush you. Don't let anybody say, well, you broke up with Caitlyn three months ago. You're still healing? Oh wow, you broke up with Derek a year ago. It's like, baby, you don't know the severity of this relationship. You don't know what I had to endure. And don't be explaining yourself to people. 2022, we are not explaining ourselves to people. We are not. If you don't get it, you don't get it. And that's just the point of it. That's just the point of the matter. If you don't get it, you just don't get it. I'm not explaining myself to you. And I've noticed that, especially me, you know, dealing with awakenings and talking about certain things and talking about, you know, healing and traumas and stuff like that. And people that are unawoken to these things, they will try to argue you that it's not that, that is something else. And it's like, no, it's exactly that. You just think it's something else. But this is what it really is because this is where it stems from. Like a lot of people, like that's like men with mommy issues. A lot of people be like, "Oh no, he don't. He treats women that way because," and it's like, no. When you are awakened, when you are consciously in tune and aligned, you know the telltale signs of what the fuck a trauma issue is. When you are just like I work with a lot of people that are so close-minded and so judgmental. Like I remember when I first started working at this one job, um, and that's when certain people, you know, they was like, oh well, you know, oh she has tarot cards and stuff like that. And we used to sit at our tables and we used to talk about like our morning meetings and stuff like that. And I remember one manager, me and one girl, we was talking about birth charts. So she showed me an app, but the app only showed her 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 planets that were her houses that had planets in them, but they didn't show her entire birth chart. So I was like, oh well, I don't know, you know, your entire birth chart. So you know, I wanted to see it because you know I'm into astrology. So I was like, you know, I want to see it because I was really interested, and I was just like, you know, I really want to see it. And I remember the lady was like, oh, she's gonna do witchcraft on your thing. And it's like, bitch, you don't know anything about anything. Like in that point right there, I could have called HR and had her ass fucking fired. Which I should have fucking did because you're opening your mouth and you're speaking about shit that you know nothing about. Who the fuck said reading a birth chart was witchcraft? Who the fuck said reading the birth chart was voodoo? Who said reading the birth chart was any of that type of shit? And she would constantly just say little sneak shit to people, and that's where my issue comes from with other people. It's like if you call yourself a friend, then make yourself friendly. If you call yourself my friend, then make that shit known. Because I'm the type of person, if you're my friend and somebody talking shit about you, I'm going to stand up for you. I'm going to stick up for you, especially if you're not there. If you're not there, I'm going to defend you because I view you as my friend. You're a part of me. You're a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So to sit there and be like, oh, we cool and we cool, when then, you know, y'all can go and y'all can talk shit about, you know, these so-called people that you call your so-called friend, it's just like, I don't really don't fuck with you like that because then at any moment, those people can always turn against you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a snake. It's it's like snake eat snake and stuff like that. And you have to pull yourself back and say, I've been a friend to certain people, but all of this shit right here, it gotta stop. I've worked with people who naturally just didn't like me from the moment that they met me. I don't fucking care. If you're a man, I'm gonna need you to be a man and stay in your man's place because Shorty has brothers, okay? I have to let that be known. Like, I have brothers. You don't want it with neither of them. So I'm going to need you and me. Let me tell you something. And growing up, especially during like high school and certain jobs, I used to stop myself from speaking, certain words, because I know us Libras, all right. I know us Libras. We the swords, right? So we can be really really sharp with our words. So I always warn people, don't fucking play with me, and I always give them a warning in a tone that that I mean it in. So I would tell people like, don't play with me. I'm not your mother. I'll smack fire out of you. Like if you a boy, I'm gonna let you know. Like I got brothers and they'll fuck you up. Stop playing with me. Stay in your place. And if they want to key, then you do what you do. You bring your brothers up there, and you let your brothers whoop that ass, and then it's gonna go. Then they're gonna go about their way. Most men, like I said, I previously worked with a gay guy that I found out after a while that he was gay. But he had all these issues with females. He had such issues with females. And I'm picking up on all the telltale signs. And I'm like, wow, this man has a lot of like trauma. And it has to do with females. And I'm like, well, what happened between you and your mom? Because that's the first female you encounter from the womb is your mother. So I'm like, well, what happened between you and your mom? Like, and you could tell, especially at his age, he was the type of person that never got attention. He probably was told like, you ain't shit or never, like he was never paid attention to. He was never given the spotlight and stuff like that. So he craved that ego of his drove him into being narcissistic and manipulative and all of that stuff, and he craved that energy. So he did things to get laughter and to get approval and stuff like that from other people. And it was like, you're in your 30s. You're in your 30s. I'm gonna need for you to act like you've been here for that amount of time. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you can't put shit past people because people would still be people are still going to be immature, right? People are still going to be immature. They're still going to do what they do. They're still going to do what they want to do, and yada 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 and yiddy yiddy yiddy. And you just gotta let people just do their own thing, right? But when it comes to you, you have to be able to set those standards and those boundaries for yourself. And I feel like that's what a lot of us are doing in 2022. Definitely standing up and letting it be known. Whether it's at a job and the job is not paying you well. Like I said, I've worked at places and they've asked me, and I'm a very, when I work somewhere, um, managers normally take to me, because of my no nonsense attitude. Like if you hired a bunch of idiots, I'm going to let you know you hired a bunch of idiots. Everybody in here is stupid. Everybody is an idiot. And I know they probably like, you can't say that because it is what it is. It is what it is. And I feel like a lot of us is definitely getting like a throat shock or a upgrade because we're gonna be needing to talk our shit. We're gonna be needing to talk our shit. And it is and I want y'all to basically use these words. It is what it is, and if you don't like it, then that's on you. I have no feelings for that. Definitely setting boundaries and standards. Like a lot of people are, definitely moving into the ventures of entrepreneurship, and you got to stand up and defend yourself, defend your business, and especially for people that's trying to throw hate and stuff like that towards your business, you got to stand up and you have to say, pull out that sword and say it is what it is, and I said it, and that's the end of the conversation. If you don't like it, I mean, for you to do is take your ass down the block and cry in a corner, because no one cares. You're a grown adult. You're an adult. You're an adult. You're not a child. You're not an infant. You're not a like you're an adult. I do not have to honor your fucking feelings because you're an adult. Your job is to honor your feelings You came at me and now you're feeling the wrath and you don't like it. Too bad. No one cares. And sometimes you just have to you just gotta pull out your sword and let it be known. Like no one fucking cares. No, I don't care. I simply, literally, and utterly don't care. And that's how you just have to do it, because you know how us Libras can be, like especially for Libras that have like water placements, like a lot of Cancer or and stuff like that. That can really chop you down, because that Cancer is just pulling you to be this such nice and loving person. So you don't want to use that sword, but when you use that sword, it's like, whoa, what's happening? Like it's like a whole shift that's going on right now. And it's like, if you are not on my level, then you're going to get left behind. And that's how y'all gotta start looking at things. And even me, when it comes to certain things, that's how I'm starting to look at things. It's like, if you're not on my level, then you're going to get left behind. And if you lose the opportunity, then you lose the opportunity. It's like, it is what it is. Like, you gotta start thinking of yourself as Simon Cowell and everybody else as the auditioners. If you're great, you get a green card. You get the golden ticket. But if you suck, I'm gonna let you know about yourself and send you along your way. And that's just what it is. I'm gonna say no, thank you. Kindly, you can keep going. And if you want to sit there and try to argue with voice and all this other stuff, I'm gonna let you argue by yourself. I'm not dealing with it. You want to argue, but you're going to be arguing with yourself. I just want you to be aware that you will be arguing with yourself. like, like this year, I feel like a lot of people is venturing into entrepreneurship, especially people who feel like they missed their mark when it came to the 2020 2021. I'm just telling you that you didn't miss your mark. Everything was delayed for a reason, because you had to come to terms with who you are, what you wanted, and how you was going to get it. How you was going to, like, what moves were you going to make to achieve these things. A lot of people, especially being Libras, we pull from that Aries trait, right? That impulsive, just want to do it, just want to do it, just want to do it. But at the same time, we don't take the time to step back and say, is this what I really want? When it comes to a relationship, and I know this has been me. I don't know about y'all, but this has been me. I used to like crush on people, right? Crush, be like, oh my goodness, this person is so sweet. This person is so, oh my goodness, crush, 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 crush. And as soon as that person open their mouth, I'm just like, ugh. I'm not saying like open their mouth and then you see their teeth or nothing like that, but just like the words that come out their mouth, and it's like, ew, you're so unattractive. I don't know about y'all, but I noticed that has been me. And I used to crush on people, and then the moment they started talking, the moment that they started letting the words come out their mouth, and it's not like them being like illiterate and incapable of holding a conversation or pronunciations or anything like that. It's just the words that came out their mouth, like their actions. It's like their actions, their actions. It's like, oh my goodness, could you be any more horrible? And I just feel like for a lot of us that's going through that right now, when we're crushing people, even though that's like it's a twin flame journey, a soulmate journey, and even when it comes to self, sometimes you have to look at yourself and go, ew, that was pretty disgusting of me. Like, I don't. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm gonna tolerate, and that's not what I'm going to do. So what else can I do to change this, or what else can I do to fix this, or what else can I do to enhance this, or what else can I do to, just something. And I feel like for those of us who's in this relationship or in this cycle or whatever it is that we're in, because everybody is different right now, everybody's on a different path right now. It's like now you're coming to that moment of peace, right? Coming to that moment with peace within yourself. And you're learning to accept all that what is. And, and especially us Libras, we can talk shit about how, we like relationships and stuff like that. But it's like most of us have been so scarred that we run from the relationship when it actually comes in. It's like, oh yeah, I like him. Oh yeah, and then as soon as that person, start talking that shit, we just like, yeah, yeah. It's like, huh? A relationship? You, me? No, no. And that falls along the lines of self sabotage. So I feel like, especially with us going hermit and starting that diet, starting that online course, learning that new language, learning a new skill set, learning new makeup routines or new ways to clean your makeup brushes or new something, new organizing skills, new DIY ideas and stuff like that. Like when it's like, food or whatever it is, right? When it's coming to us going into hermit now and we're really looking at those things that we tried to push away for so long, it's like now we're being faced to look at it and be like, is this what you really want? Like I feel like we're being faced to look at those people and ask ourselves, like, is this the person that you actually wanted? Because trust me, believe me or not, spirit has been showing you a person, showing you people true colors all along. But like I said, the rose colored glasses, and sometimes we can just be like, well, they were a great friend, and we could kind of hold on to those things. But you gotta take a step back and say, how many red flags did I ignore, like blatantly, like in my face, right? How many? Because it was a fucking lot. It was a lot. I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's okay to be the dating queen. Like, it's okay to, go out there and do things that's just specifically for yourself. It's okay to, buy a waist trainer and wear it under your clothes at work. Like, it's okay to do a big chop and dye your hair green. Like, it's okay to venture out. It's okay to to date outside of your race. Like, it's okay to do these things. Like, we have to, I don't know where the term, the worst that can happen came from, but I want to start implementing, more of what's the best that can happen from this situation. Like, if I leave this situation, and like I'm saying, it could even be a job. If I leave this job and take this other job, what's the best that can happen? More money, a higher position, more respect, more orderly energy, more organization. Just look at where you're at and then look at the opportunities that you're getting. Even if it's a manager position that's part-time, guess what? That's something that you always wanted. You always wanted a manager position. So why not take that one that's part-time, use that one for a year and a half, because just because you're part-time don't mean that you can never be full-time. You know what I'm saying? So even like I've seen jobs posting like they looking for part-time managers for under 20 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay, under 20 hours, that's like, if you really want to say 3 days a week, if you really want to go on 2 to 3 days a week, depending on the hours of the job. 3 days a week, 20 hours. Oh, yeah, you can only work 20 hours. Yeah. So you want to work 3 days a week? Yeah, depending on the hours. Some places, because their hours are really, really short, um, it might be 4 days because you might have to work a little bit, you know. But but still, you still have the position of manager, right? Like I said, a lot of people is coming into their own self being and really aligning to who they truly are. But in order to align, you have to also see where you're disruptive at in your life too. So you have to see your areas of growth and improvement, the things that you still need to heal, and the things that like I said, a lot of us are still, holding ourselves back from really just taking that leap and really just going forward, right? So a lot of us, what we do, we hold back. We say, no, 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 I'm not gonna do that. No, 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 that's not what I'm gonna do. No, I'm not gonna do that. And like I said, you have the right to walk away and say no at any given time. You do. You possess the power to do it, but don't do it out of your ego. Don't do it out of your ego. Don't do it because you think it's if you play this manipulative game, if I let it go, then you let it go, baby. Just let it go. Okay. If you let it go, just do that. Just let it go, and that's just what the situation is. But a lot of us is really, just on that move to, getting our life back in order. A lot of people, maybe you need to do like the whole feng shui thing. Like, if you switch your room around, that can also change your energy. I've noticed that from switching, my room around, or just putting certain things in certain places, it really shifts energy and stuff like that. So you have to, work with the best one that's working with you, right? You got to work with what works for you, and um, and just really be on the move and not take anybody's bullshit, and really putting your foot down and setting those boundaries with people, even if it's people coming from the past that you used to date, and they're like, oh, hey, you have to set those boundaries, and you have to let it be known, I will cut you out, and you will never exist to me again. And that's what it is. And sometimes, and that may be what y'all might have to tell somebody right now. Y'all gonna have to put that foot down and say, if this is what it is, if you're not telling me the truth right now, this is what it is. Like, cause I'm not coming to you with a bunch of secrets. So don't come to me with a bunch of secrets. Don't make me side eye you. Cause once I side eye you, that's a problem. Once I side eye you, it's a problem. What's the situation? Why do I have to side eye you? What's happening? And if you feel like you can't talk to me and let me know, then what are we talking for? Because I'm not going to sit up here and try to read your mind. I'm not. I am not. How I look at it is like you're a grown adult. You're a grown adult. You want to sit up here and try to play Jedi mind tricks and can you read my mind? You're going to be reading your mind by your damn self. You are, because she doesn't have the patience for that. She don't. You're not a kid. You're an adult. So like I said, I would expect you to tell me and to be open and honest. But then we can't put expectations on people because not everybody else is like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are closed off and reclusive and stuff like that. They are to themselves. But it's like it's a year, 5 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you still feel like you can't open up and show me who you truly are, then we're not meant to be together. Cause I'm not gonna sit up here and play these games with you. I'm not. Until you figure out what it is that's going on with you and what you truly want, I'm gonna need you to just sit in your corner and think about your life. You know? So I mean, I don't know about y'all Libras, but baby is feeling great. Baby is feeling good. Baby is feeling this amazing, great energy and this amazing, great shift. Baby is feeling um, just a lot of peace and tranquility. Baby is feeling like a springtime, like a beautiful springtime. And I feel like, we got some kinks to work out, like I said, but the amount of time that we are taking to invest in ourselves and to get ourselves back to a place of alignment is amazing. It is amazing. And I love it. And I want to encourage y'all to, keep going forward, keep healing, keep looking at the things that you turn a blind eye to, keep looking at the things that you put off and say, why do I put these things off? Why do I turn a blind eye to these things? Why do these things still trigger me? Why do I feel like this? Like, what is the reason? What is the cause of this? Um, I don't want y'all to go numb and not touch it, not heal it, because I want y'all to heal it. Because in order for you to heal it, you gotta feel it. So I want y'all to really look at these things and say, this is where this stems from. This happened because of this, and I've allowed it to, live with me for this amount of time, and blah 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 blah. Like, I really want y'all to really just take a look at those issues that we put off. We definitely put off, and really just look at situations for what it is and not what we want it to be. You know, look at a situation from what it is and not what we want it to be. And from that moment, um, you start to understand like what it is. I just feel like a lot of us, we've like energetically been all over. We've been up, down, left, right, sideways, loop de loop, and now it's like, I just had Celine Dion song just came into my mind. It's all coming back to me now. Um, this is all coming back to me now. Just that part right there. I know I can't sing, and so what? I'll still be on American Idol or X Factor. Okay. Um, that's another story. And I'll go up there and I'll sing and know that I can't sing and be like, and so what? But I won't be like those people in there that had them attitudes, stuff like that. Like, are you crazy? I could sing like Beyonce. Like, I know I can't sing. This was just something fun for me to do. Okay, I wanted to make you guys laugh, and I did the job. So, you gotta have a good spirit. You gotta have a good spirit. So, like I said, some of y'all might need to just do things for fun. Like things that you're not good at. If you're like baking, you're not good at baking, but bake anyway. You're not good at, cooking certain types of food. Cook it anyway. You know, you're not good at makeup, but do it anyway. It's like you just have to do things for fun, and I feel like a lot of us have like stepped back and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, and it's like so many of us have lost the fun. We've lost the fun, and now it's coming back. It's like now we're starting to be the dating queen and king, and we starting to do things for fun and do things by ourselves. And when I say do things by ourselves, like go out by ourselves, dinner, lunch, breakfast, I don't care, a day trip, a weekend getaway, or a week getaway, or whatever it is. It's like we're doing it by ourselves, and we're just doing things that we never thought we can do. I remember one time, and this is true honesty, right? I went to Atlanta and I went to Cascades and I purchased and I rented skates. I did, and I did not use them. I sat down because I hadn't excuse me, y'all. I hadn't skated skated since I was like 12 or 11. And here I was, I think I was 29. 29. Yeah. I was 29 when I went. And I was so fearful of skating because it was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna fall, and I just kept getting the energy of just push and kick, just push and just move, and I was just like, no. I fought myself, and I sabotaged myself, and I sat down. And now thinking about it, I'm like, I want to go ice skating, and people like, you never even been ice skating. I'm like, I know, but it's fun. So I have a little thing that I'm gonna do for myself where I'm gonna just, have my days when I go out by myself and just take myself out and do things by myself and stuff like that. And and you never know. Like if you out there trying to be like the dating king or dating queen, and people coming towards you, they just haven't been doing it. I want you to take yourself out and do things that you never thought you'd do. Because you're probably gonna meet somebody. It might not be like a super duper dope, romantic interest, but it could be somebody that can really open your eyes to something totally new. Open your eyes to something totally different, you know? And you never know the out and I tell you, like, you never know the outcome of things. So just go for it. So, like I said, a lot of us just need to just, we don't know the outcome of things. Let me just bird box it and put this blindfold on and just go for it. Like, and that's it. Like, that's just what it is. Um, and you know, I feel good. I do. I feel good. I feel like I said, it's a lot of amazing and beautiful things that are, heading our way. And I just want y'all to be in the energy um, of, knowing that whatever you want is actually yours. And, can nobody take it from you? Like, I just want y'all to know that. Like, this is mine, and no, you can't have it, and no, you still can't even take it from me. So, you know, so Libra, I know I just been on here. Listen, I haven't been on here, and I just had the urge to talk and to just say things, and like things that have been on my mind, things that I've been going back and forth, Two of Pentacles, just going back and forth and stuff like that. So don't worry. Um, I'm just, doing a little detox right now. And then, I'll be back onto the ball game and, coming with, the bangers all 2022. And, hopefully seeing, um, and noticing that you're not on this path, this journey by yourself, and that is somebody out there who um, is somebody out there who's in the same similar situation as you, that can help you, get to wherever level of life of achievement that you're trying to get to. So this is just what I wanted to say. Um, I love all you guys. And definitely make sure that y'all, like, comment, share, subscribe, and, you know, just have a grand old time. And tell me what y'all doing for the New Year's. Tell me y'all New Year's resolution. If y'all watch this to the end, just let me know y'all New Year's resolution. What are y'all going to change, that y'all actually going to stick to and actually do? That's exciting to know. That's exciting to know. So I was see all you guys later. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a great New Year's. And take super duper care. Okay, deuces.